Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this massive preview and predictions video for WrestleMania 34. This is the big one, guys. This is the biggest show of the year, and it is going to be absolutely incredible because I think it's one of the best WrestleMania cards I have ever seen. This thing is just stacked. It is stacked. The pre-show is going to have 2 battle royals on it for starters. So, yeah, I mean, we can get to all the matches in a second. There's a few little facts and figures that you need to know first. This is going to be the in-ring debut of Ronda Rousey, a personal favourite of mine. Cannot wait for that match. It's also the in-ring WrestleMania debut for Stephanie McMahon. She's never had a match at WrestleMania, so this will be her first time competing as well. As well as that, we get Daniel Bryan coming back. This was announced only a few weeks ago, but Daniel Bryan is back, and yeah, he is in a mixed tag match with Shane McMahon. If Roman versus Brock Lesnar headlines this, then that means that Roman has equaled Hulk Hogan's WrestleMania record of headlining 4 WrestleManias in a row. That would be huge for Roman. And that is why I think that match will headline this show. It will be the final match of the card. So that is big. That is big. I didn't think anyone would ever achieve that. But Roman, obviously, at WrestleMania 31, went up against Brock Lesnar. At WrestleMania 32, competed against Triple H. At WrestleMania 33, had a match against The Undertaker, and then this year, Brock Lesnar again. So, very cool for Roman. This is also the first WrestleMania to have more than 2 women's matches. Obviously, we're getting the 2 championship matches, and we're getting the fabulous... I'm joking. I know it is the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Obviously, very controversial name given to that Battle Royal at first. WWE changed the name after pressure from Snickers, of all people. The sponsors of this show weren't happy with the negative press that was getting, and so they changed the name. And yeah, I mean, as I said, the card looks absolutely stacked. There's championship matches everywhere, debuts everywhere. This event looks like it's going to have more superstars involved than any other WWE event in history. Take a second to think about that. In history. This thing is huge. It's going to have over 80 superstars involved. So, I think that's enough facts and figures. Let's get straight to the action. It's taking place in New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is the same venue as WrestleMania 30, or YesLMania, thanks to Daniel Bryan's victory in the main event there. Let's talk about the pre-show matches first. First up, we've got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There was rumours this wasn't going to take place this year, but it has now been confirmed. Superstars that have indicated they're going to compete in this: Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, and Primo Cologne. So this is obviously going to have more names added to it. Expect to see a couple of surprises in there. We've seen Tatanka in there before, so there could be the odd legend. Expect to see a fair few NXT faces in there. Maybe a few 205 Live. I'd love to see Tyler Bate involved in this personally. That would be very cool. Maybe Pete Dunne, the Cruiserweight, might be in there as well. So anyway, I think they need a big name to win this because of the Andre the Giant HBO special that was aired recently. I would love Goldust. I would love Goldust. Do you know Goldust has never won at WrestleMania? He's lost 6 matches, 7 if you count a dark match that happened WrestleMania 24, I want to say. So yeah, if you count that, then it's 7 without a victory. I would love for him to have his WrestleMania moment and pick up that victory. I think Goldust is a decent enough name as well. Obviously been competing since like I want to say the late 80s, early 90s certainly. But I could see WWE going with Dolph Ziggler. Big rumours that Dolph Ziggler was going to get a singles match against Shane McMahon this year. That hasn't happened. I think they might want to just give him something, and maybe a victory here is on the cards for him. So I'm going to say, it's a guess, it's a complete guess, I'm going to say Dolph Ziggler. I would love it to be Goldust though. Next up, we've got the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, and names in here include Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bayley, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Mickie James, and the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, Carmella. Now, I think this is going to come down to Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, 3 of the 4 horsewomen. Obviously, the 4th being Charlotte, that's in a championship match later in the show. So I think it comes down to these 2, and I think that Becky Lynch is going to win this because Sasha and Bayley will end up eliminating each other. They're really, trying to get at each other at the moment. Their friendship has completely dissolved. They hate each other. They're trying to destroy each other. I can see it coming down to them 3, and I think Becky Lynch will pick up the victory as a result. Next, we got the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. This obviously is the finals of that big tournament that's been going on down on 205 Live. We've got Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I think Cedric Alexander defeated Roderick Strong, and Mustafa Ali got past Drew Gulak, which is why we get to this stage. Obviously, the champion was Enzo Amore, but Enzo was terminated. I mean, not killed, but just removed from the company because of legal issues. As a result, I think Cedric Alexander is going to get his moment. He was a big favourite in that Cruiserweight Classic tournament a few years ago. And he's had a few nice little moments here and there. But I think it's time for Cedric Alexander to really take the reins, become that champion, and try and push 205 Live forward. This should be a great match. Both of these guys can work. And yeah, I think this might be a little gem, something to definitely keep an eye on. Next up, we've got the return of Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon teaming up against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have been fired. They are out of the WWE because they have been attacking Daniel Bryan and they've been attacking Shane McMahon. So they're fired. They're having a match. If they win, they are hired. If they lose, they are gone for good. So big stakes here. It's a real shame because there's no way WWE are going to get rid of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So I think that Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon are going to lose, which is a real shame. I would love for Daniel to get the victory and for us to celebrate a Daniel Bryan return. But I think that Shane's probably going to take the pin here. I don't think Daniel will. No way do I think Daniel will. But I think that Shane will be pinned, and then we get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn back. That might lead to like Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. That would be a great match. Even Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn. Next up, we got Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. Yes! Taking on Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. This is going to be explosive. Certainly Ronda, that's just this ball of energy. So there's no way Ronda loses this. Ronda is going to make Stephanie McMahon tap. And I only felt even more confident about that on the Go Home show, because on the Raw Go Home show, Stephanie put Ronda through a table and Ronda was lying there all beaten up. There's no way that she's losing this. She's not losing her debut. She's not losing after being made to look so weak on the Raw recently. So Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle are winning, and Ronda's making Stephanie tap. Next up, we've got a triple threat match for the WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. We've got the champions, the Usos, taking on the New Day, taking on the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, the Usos and the New Day have been having a fantastic feud, been putting on great matches. The Bludgeon Brothers, kind of new, haven't really had an opportunity to get their teeth into anything. Obviously, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan have been in this for a long time. I think they need some help. They need to be champions. They need people chasing after them. So I would put the belt on the Bludgeon Brothers. I think the Usos have had a great run with the titles. There's no real need to continue that. They can have great matches. You can do the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos at the next pay-per-view, or the Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day, but I just think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to struggle if they don't have the titles. Next up, we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. This is current champions The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, taking on Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. Now, Braun came out in a disguise on Raw, claiming to be Brains Strowman. We're not going to see Brains Strowman. I'd be amazed if we saw Brains Strowman. It's going to be Braun and a mystery partner. My top 3 people that this could be are Bray Wyatt, James Ellsworth, and Rey Mysterio. They have wanted Rey Mysterio on this WrestleMania card for a long time, certainly since that Royal Rumble appearance that everyone just went crazy over. So WWE definitely want Rey Mysterio. It would make sense to put him in this match, certainly because he's been injured recently. He's going to need to be protected. Why not put him with Braun? It could be James Ellsworth, but I'm not sure that WWE going to want to go back to rehire James just for this. So I think they will bring in Rey Mysterio. And I like the idea of big Braun Strowman and little Rey Mysterio. It's like little big all over again. You know, like when Braun was put with Alexa Bliss in the Mixed Match Challenge. It's going to be a little bit similar to that. So, yeah, I think it'll be Rey Mysterio. I think the match will be pretty short. I think Braun's going to do all the work. And I expect new Raw Tag Team Champions. Next up, we've got the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. Current champion, Charlotte Flair, daughter of Ric Flair. Just a wrestling dynasty, that family. One of the best female wrestlers in the world. Charlotte Flair is so athletic, and she has been on the grandest stage of them all before. So she is not going to be nervous, or not too nervous, I wouldn't imagine. She's going to be composed. She is the champion. She's going in with a lot in her corner. She is going up against, though, arguably the greatest women's wrestler in the world right now, Asuka. So dominant. Brilliant strikes. Can, strike with her fists, her hands, with her feet. Great kicks. Submission specialist. She's got it all. She has got it all. She is undefeated. Has been for years. Down in NXT and now on the main roster. I think Asuka wins. This is the first time these two are meeting, which just makes it extra spicy. But I think Asuka wins. I think Asuka's going to get the title. But Carmella will cash in. And I've got no idea what happens at that point. Carmella, with the briefcase, will come down after a grueling match, will cash in at WrestleMania, and I don't know what happens then. They could end the streak at that point. I think that would make sense. It's a cheap way to end the streak, but, it'll just put more heat on Carmella. Carmella, who then won't have the briefcase, can brag. I mean, like, what an honor that would be. She is the person that defeated Asuka, and Asuka wouldn't lose any of that kind of mystique or power because she was robbed. I think that's a really good way forward. I think Carmella cashes in. I think she wins the WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Next up, we've got the Raw Women's Championship match. This is Alexa Bliss, the current champion, taking on Nia Jax. This whole story has been about bullying and about like Nia's size and kind of talking behind her back. And I just think that there's a message there that, you know, bullies won't win and, you know, bullies getting their comeuppance. And Nia Jax, who, you know, is so strong, so powerful, I think just will throw Alexa Bliss around. I don't think it'll be a squash. Alexa Bliss has been a fantastic champion, but I do think that the way WWE have set this up, I think Nia's going to get her moment. And actually, I think this would be, if she was successful, her first championship. She never won it down in NXT because of Asuka. And she's never held one on the main roster either. So amazingly, Nia Jax, this absolute mountain, this just strong, powerful woman, could be about to win her first championship. That would be very, very cool. I hope she does. I'm going to be backing Nia Jax. Next up, we've got the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. We've got the current champion, Randy Orton, versus Jinder Mahal, versus Rusev, versus Bobby Roode, and it's got to be Rusev. I don't think the plans are that it's going to be Rusev, because Rusev apparently asked to be released from WWE just before WrestleMania. So that would imply that they didn't have any plans for him. But they have added him to this match. He's talking about bringing back the Tank. Obviously, people are massively into Rusev at the moment because of Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day. Every day is Rusev Day. People have really taken to that. They have to put the title on that man. They have got to give him that moment. I think that Rusev, I think he wins. Surely they're going to do this. They've got to see how much people are into Rusev. And how much they want him to be victorious. So I think, certainly if he's going to turn up with a Tank, I think Rusev's going to win here. Next, we got the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat. Current champion, The Miz, taking on Seth Rollins, taking on Finn Balor. Finn Balor will surely be in his Demon King attire. And Finn Balor is surely winning this match, because Finn Balor is a massive name. He'd look pretty good with that Intercontinental Championship. He lost on Raw, and normally if you lose on Raw, you win at the pay-per-view. Seth Rollins, Monday Night Rollins, does it on Monday nights on Raw, but can he do it at WrestleMania? I don't think so. This is going to be the Demon King getting his revenge. This is going to be Finn Balor winning the Intercontinental Championship. 2 matches to go. So, the WWE Championship, AJ Styles, current champion, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura in the dream match that everyone has wanted to see. We have seen it in New Japan Pro Wrestling before. We've never seen it in WWE. Shinsuke wins. Shinsuke wins. I'm going for it. It really is a coin toss. Like, either of these guys could win this match. It's going to be close. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be everything we're hoping for. These guys know how to wrestle each other, know how each other think. It makes for a great match. This thing needs to be as close to the end of the show as possible. Personally, I would have it close the show because I just think it's going to be one of the great WrestleMania matches. I really do. This, you can't miss this. You cannot miss AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And I think a new champion will be crowned. Final match, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. This is easy. Brock Lesnar is allegedly going to UFC after. Paul Heyman, big rumours he's going to be managing Ronda Rousey after WrestleMania as well. The plan has always been to build up Brock Lesnar and then have him lose to Roman. Roman will reign at WrestleMania and he will become the new Universal Champion. I'm absolutely sure of it. They could swerve us. I doubt it. I really think Roman is going to win here, and I don't think Brock will be sticking around. So there's one more thing, though, that we have to talk about, and I'm sure a lot of you have been watching this video thinking, is he going to mention The Undertaker? Is he going to mention John Cena? I am going to mention The Undertaker. I am going to mention John Cena. There will be a moment between them. Will that be a match, though? I'm not so sure. I'm really not so sure. Like, it could be, you know, when The Rock had that 8-second match against Eric Rowan. I think we're going to get the entrances, but I don't think it's going to be a big, you know, 10, 15, 20-minute encounter. I think the card is just too stacked. There's too much going on. I don't think you can squeeze in a 20-minute Undertaker match. I can see them coming face to face, and I can see The Undertaker laying out John Cena after everything that John Cena has said, and then I think that will be it. So I'm not expecting a match. If we get one, fantastic, but I'm expecting The Undertaker to just give a little bit of payback to all the things that John Cena has been saying. And that is it. That is WrestleMania 34. Absolutely stacked card. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously, hit subscribe because I'm going to be doing reaction videos to... Well, I'm going to try every single match, but... I don't know. So, yeah, loads of reaction videos. A review video will be up once WrestleMania is finished. We're then going to be watching Raw, SmackDown Live. It all carries on. Don't miss out on anything. Make sure you hit that subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Enjoy WrestleMania.